Hi there, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm working with two photos of my daughter, and I will be using this old and beautiful paper from something I think was called Once Upon a Time collection. Perhaps it's a die cut with a view. I don't know, but it might be. This will be the foundation of my layout, and I cut those pink cardstock strips to make a frame for the entire piece. I'm cropping the photos of my daughter to get rid of some of the black background. Everything here in our home almost is black and white, and the walls are white and furniture is black, so it's really dark, and sometimes photos doesn't show very well. From a photographic kind of perspective, black furniture isn't the best, but it looks calm for the eye, and that was what was most important for us, strangely. I will be using some of those frames and labels that were left in the package from Chantal, and I will be using them with some glitter paper as backing, so you'll see gold glitter peeking through in those frames, and that's pretty much it. I will place those circle card chipboard pieces in the frames as well. This piece of glitter paper I bought for Christmas, and it was really a good purchase. I think I have had a lot of fun with it already, and then I have not really scrapbooked my Christmas photos yet. I will wait until November to do that. So I have more than half of that glitter paper left, and that will be fun to play with. It also cuts perfectly in the cameo, so that is good to know, and it doesn't the glitter doesn't come off, and that was almost it was the most important when I bought this. I like the look of glitter, but I hate when you get glitter all over the place, and then when it pools in your page protectors at the bottom. I don't like it at all. So I frame the glitter and move along to some mixed media to spice up that background paper. When I bought that 1 liter gesso tub about a year ago, I never thought that I would ever use it up, but it is almost completely gone, and I'm really surprised about that, because I didn't think that you could use up a whole liter of paint in scrapbooking. The tubes and the ordinary paint packages are so tiny. And this came in this huge kind of bucket, and now it's almost completely gone. But I have been using it a lot for covering up background papers that I have no feelings for anymore, and that has meant a lot for my scrapbooking and my mixed media adventures. Today I'll be using a heart stencil that I made myself with my cameo, and I'm preparing not a tutorial, I don't want to call it a tutorial, but I'm preparing a video where I'm sharing how I make stencils with the Silhouette software, the Silhouette Studio software, and I don't know when it will be up on YouTube, but at least you know I'm planning to make one. Hearts it is. The upper right hearts there were a bit smudged, but it won't matter for the finished page. I think it will almost look like it was intentional. I'm framing the page with these strips of cardstock, and to make the corners look even more like a frame, I cut them at an angle, and I cut them 2 by 2 so that they fit perfectly together. I think that is perhaps not easy, but at least it's manageable, and it works every time if you just think for a while before you cut. I had to rip off that piece to ink it. I always seem to forget to ink my pieces before I place them on the page, but this time I only had to take off one of those long, delicate pieces. Since the background is both distressed and a bit vintage like, I thought it was important to distress the edges of the frame as well, to give it a bit more an impression that it all fits together. I'm also inking the photo mat and all other pieces that I have the opportunity to ink. I don't think that I will be inking the chipboard pieces, but that's okay. And for once I'm placing the photo mat, or the photo mat, the layered piece there, at an angle. It's really unusual for me, and it's something that I try to incorporate more in my scrapbooking, because I think it looks lovely when others do it. To me, it is forced. The correct way of doing things is to put things straight, I think. It's like in my order. I don't want to call it OCD, but it's like I want the straight lines, and putting things at an angle, it looks like it's wrong. But it isn't, of course it isn't, and that's what I'm trying to get away from now by doing this. So one piece of paper at an angle on this page. Baby steps there. A couple of weeks ago I was playing with ribbon to try and see if I could make pretty bows. I had seen online that bows are really in fashion, and I thought the packages that you could buy with bows were ridiculously expensive. So since I had a box of ribbon, I tried to make some with different kind of techniques available on YouTube as tutorials, and the tutorials that I thought worked the best were those using a fork. And I used both a small eating fork and also the larger kind that you use to stir your pots with, and it worked fine. But then I got the feeling that I needed to buy more ribbon, and that is something so stupid that I probably thought that, oh, you need to stop this at once, because you don't need to buy more ribbon. It was such a strange feeling that I immediately realized that I had to stop, because no ribbon in many years to come. I'm so sick and tired of ribbon. But wood veneers, I will never grow tired of wood veneers. I have a bunch of cat wood veneers, and since my daughter is holding the cat in these photos, I wanted some cat wood veneers. I cut a title for the page. It will be Fur Baby, but in Swedish, and it's in light pink, the same pink as the cardstock frame. And this is the finished page. I'm so happy that I got to use those lovely chipboard embellishments from Chantal. Thank you so much, lovely, that you sent me those. It was lots of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon here in my channel. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye.